Douglas, WAYFOONG star beaten as the favourite on debut. What did you think of the run?
I thought he ran with a bit of credit. He did it the hard way from the front. He was always vulnerable. He hadn't been in front in any of his trials up until then, so he probably was a bit fresh in front and out of his comfort zone. And he's a big boy, so I think he still ran with a bit of credit. He's gained a bit of experience, and physically he's come back and he's indicated that the run's done him well.
This is easier said than done, but from gate 11, would you like him to be behind horses then?
It's difficult to predict the speed of these 1200s. Once, when I was riding, a lot depends when the gates open. So ultimately, it would be lovely if he could get behind a dozen horses and find a nice rhythm. And I'm sure that if he can do that, he'd be very effective and hit the line well.
Is he a horse you've got a bit of time for, Douglas?
I've got a lot of time for him, and I think that with racing and with the right education and with just a bit of time, he'll furnish into a lovely individual.
Your own form, 24 winners for the stable. We're basically at the halfway mark. You're in fifth in the trainer's title. Are you happy with the way things are going?
Couldn't be happier. I've got a lot of nice young horses and great team and staff behind me, and got a lovely routine going. So at this stage, very happy.
10 off the lead in the trainer's title. You're 13-time champion jockey. Could you be champion trainer, or are we getting ahead of ourselves?
I think you're jumping the gun here a little bit. I know I'm competitive. That's my second nature. But look, at this stage, it's all about getting every horse to perform at the best that they possibly can, and just keep them in as best condition as I can.
Karis, Casimiro, should he have won last time?
Yeah, I think so. Got hemmed with both of those horses inside and outside. There was a little gap I could have taken. Of course, got done with both of them, and he still kicked nicely and finished off the race. So lucky enough to get back on him again, and let's hope he can do one better this time.
When you look at him, he's recently changed stables from Dennis Yip to Paul O'Sullivan, relatively short space of time, but could you notice a difference in the horse from one to the other?
Yeah, I think why he ran so good at Charlton, because I think he was crying for the longer straight, the bigger track. He did run good when he ran at Happy Valley with me, but I just thought the Charlton he's gonna be better. He felt okay last time. He felt okay the time before anyway. So he's a type of horse that he's come down a lot in rating, and let's hope he can get a win now.
When you look at his last run as well, the middle stages, it looked like he was a little bit keen. Sunday's race there appears to be a bit of speed on. Will that help him?
Yeah, even in his trial the time before, he was travelling a little bit. That's his main point. You need to get him to switch off, and with some speed in a race should work that perfectly.
Vincent Holyheart, you've ridden him a lot this season. The blinkers go on for the first time on Sunday. He's been close. Is that the missing ingredient, the blinkers?
I would say so. He's still quite laid back in the race, and hopefully the blinkers will help. And it always took a bit time to wind up and to hit the line strong, but hopefully the blinkers will help, and that he will pick up a lot quicker. Yeah.
And could you see him from a gate like Barrier 3 on Sunday being potentially closer in the run with the blinkers on, and he doesn't have to make up as much ground?
Yeah, but at the same time, he doesn't really like on the inside. So hopefully we just stay one off and come to the outside in the straight. That would be ideal. But we'll see how the race pan out.
Coming into the weekend, you're one win away from your 300th Hong Kong victory. When you look at the last 6 months, you won on Rise High, big race, another big race last weekend on Golden 60. Before the season started, you won at the Shergar Cup. Are you enjoying your riding at the moment?
Yeah, grateful to have good horses and to be able to ride in the Shergar Cup in the UK, and it's all great experience, and for the international races too, ride with all the best jockeys in the world and best horses. So it's all good experience for me, and I'm still learning. Just improve each day and to be even better.
He's a typical horse that's gone to the races and he's stepped up and improved, which he's had to do. And again now he's in Class 3 and he hasn't got the best of gaits, but he's had a lovely introduction to racing, and he's led up or sat outside the leader, and then last time he got some cover and he's attacked the line. So just goes to show that he is versatile, and he's got a lot of presence about him. He's a lovely individual to be working every morning, and I think if my hands don't lie, he's improved slightly.
Just for you as well, with him, sprint trips at the moment, would you like to step him out over further in due course though?
I think he'd definitely get 7 furlongs. It might even stretch him to a mile, just with his temperament and the way he can relax and hit the line. But at the moment, he's just a ball of muscle that wants to get out there and do his job. So I'll leave him at 1200 until he tells me he's ready to go further.
And you and Alexia formed a really good partnership this season too.
Yeah, Alexi's riding well. He's got lovely hands, and he's a good judge of tempo. He tends to get a horse to relax nicely, and they run for him.
Caspar, Columbus County, ran well first up, but then he had a decent break. Why was that?
He had a setback. He cut his stifle in the race at the gates on that first run, and this took a while to heal over. But he's come back all right. Obviously his last run was very pleasing. Ed, a bit unlucky, should have won, but now it's all systems go forward. Yeah.
Has he come on from that last run?
I think so. He looks good. Drawn a good gate. Zach on top. And extra furlong. So hopefully that'll be a winning move for us.
Do you rate him as a derby chance, Caspar?
Yeah, look, he's only rated 85. He's got to get there. Hopefully he needs to be winning a race at least, to make it into the derby field and be competitive. Yeah.
Would he be a horse that would go to the Classic Cup, or sort of how do you map his program potentially towards the derby?
Yeah, at this stage, on the 23rd of Feb, there's a couple of races. You've got the Classic Cup 1800 and you've got a Class 2 2000 as well. So we'll just see what happens on Sunday. Hopefully he can win for us, and then we'll just take it from there.
What's he like as a horse to train, Cass?
Yeah, he's very straightforward. Yeah, he's a gentleman. Everything's good.
A bit like
Just
yourself.
Bit like you, mate. I got him before you there.